Hello, welcome to my live stream, and today is the first ever copywriting lesson that I will share to you for you to learn how this skill really works and how lucrative this skill can definitely I would say change the outcome of your business and your income as well. So if you're someone who wish to learn this stuff, just listen carefully from what I'm gonna say, and also I'm gonna put like a comment section below on this lesson so you can ask questions and stuff like that, because I got a lot of things to cover on the next lesson. So I'll try my best to completely answer all of the questions or queries that you might have in the future. Okay, so if you're new to this video, my name is Maraming. I'm one of the entrepreneurs out there. Okay, so basically, I'm the founder of the digitalentrepreneur.com and a little bit of e-commerce as well as digital marketing. And you can also check my profiles on YouTube as well for some tricks, tips, and suggestions that I've always share for businesses, especially for someone who is involved in businesses or freelancing. Okay, so enough of the introduction. Let me go ahead and proceed exactly what's the topic for today. Okay, so the topic for today is all about the copywriting or learning the copywriting. Okay, so what is copywriting? Well, it's a skill that uses a very simple and yet powerful way of communication. It's the way of spoken words. Okay, it's more on a freedom of words that is created to simply connect to your target market. It is one of the effective method that is used to make your audience to take action. Okay, so I want you to think of this. You're in love with someone, okay? You wanted to win his or her heart, okay? And for some reason, you are aggressive. You want to take action for that. So what will you do? Okay, you want to express those feelings, those emotions through words. You're probably going to say you like that person or you love that person, and followed by an action of a gift or maybe something that will help that person to get impressed from what you were trying to do or what you were trying to express. Okay, the concept is the same. The copywriting it's like a freedom or expression of words wherein you don't actually need it to be really good when it comes to grammar and putting up a lot of stuff on sentences. As long as you understand what is the formula and the fundamental of copywriting, this will be all set for you. Okay, I'm telling you, it is easy to learn. And I'm telling you again that copywriting is a lucrative type of skill that can give you a living at the same time fortune. If that happens to me, surely that will happen to you as well. Just pay attention from the lessons that I'm going to share here. And I'm quite excited because I wanted to see you succeed learning this stuff and apply it to your future businesses, okay? Who can learn copywriting? Now, to be exact, anyone can learn copywriting, okay? The most common mistakes of people is that they think that those people who are really good in English can learn the copywriting. Not true at all. You can use the copywriting in your native language as well, okay? So if you're a Filipino watching this lesson, probably you can use the copywriting in your own language as well. Maybe you're involved in such type of business, let's say e-commerce or network marketing business. You want to attract more customers, more prospects to your business. Copywriting is a perfect skill that you can use so that you can put it on your ads, on your videos, podcasts, blogs, whatever it is, to attract more customers and more prospects to your business. Simple as that. Now, the only questions left here is that, are you really open to learn this skill? Because if you spend time learning these skills, I can tell and I can assure to you that it will give you the best return for your business. The number two question is that how deeper you wanted to learn this skill. Okay, as a matter of fact, I've been saying this a lot of times. Okay, if you wish to learn a skill, you need to spend time learning it. Okay, there's no such thing as an overnight success, and I want to be clear on that. You need to grind, you need to hustle, and you need to motivate yourself every now and then. Because if you don't proceed having those attitudes or traits for your business or for your career, then it's useless to learn a skill, right? If you're not open for feedbacks or suggestions, it's probably useless to learn the skill. So you want to make sure, you wanted to ask yourself that you are ready enough to learn the skills and willing to take action and apply it to your future career or future businesses, okay? So let's go ahead and simplify when and where to use copywriting. Simple. As long as there is a business, copywriting is needed. Okay? As long as you are communicating to your market, copywriting is needed. So, with that being said, in any type of business or any types of, I would say, way of communicating, copywriting is needed. Whether you like it or not, it is. Okay? Your statement and your ideas are consist of words, then these words are bundled with emotions. Okay? So, let's say I said, I love you. So probably there is an emotions on that I love you. Maybe it's sarcastic, or maybe it's something like really genuine coming from your heart. So every word has an emotions. So when a marketer knows how to use a copywriting, he can immediately turn the whole statement into a winning masterpiece. Okay? It's like poison. It's somewhat like deadly as hell, but beneficial to all aspects. I want you to think of that. Okay? Now, I would also like to take considerations of let's say, maybe you're thinking copywriting will be hard for me to understand because I'm not that really good when it comes on understanding stuff. No, okay, I'm telling you, there is always a way how you can improve the copywriting skills at the comfort of your home. This is what really goes on these skills. You don't need exactly a tools and equipments or whatever, things popping up on the video ads right now telling you to buy something, and then at the end of the day, you don't get results. Copywriting is a skill, the only skills that can be mastered at home as fast as like 3 months. You can definitely master this, or maybe a month if you're really into it, and you start creating things or creating your art using copywritings. You can learn this stuff. Okay, now let me say you wanted to create an ebook, you wanted to create, I would say, a website, SEO, blog, sales funnel, email marketing, simple ads in Facebook, videos, advertisement, things like that. Okay, let's say you wanted to create those things that I mentioned. Is copywriting applicable to those things? The answer is yes. Okay, completely yes, because as I mentioned, copywriting is applicable to all businesses out there. As long as you're communicating to your market, you can use the copywriting. And guess what? Even in a corporate world, freelancing business, copywriting is always needed. Okay? I want you to think of this. A good copywriter can change everything positively. Okay? Now, I want you to think of this. Are you getting the whole idea of what it can do to your business or to your clients? I want you to think how powerful the copywriting is, that it can turn your business right now from maybe you're just only 5 digits earner for a business, or maybe a 6 digits earner for a business. I want you to think of that. Okay? Copywriting can change everything. Just imagine you master this skill. At any given time you wanted to promote your business, let's say ads plus copywriting is equals to money. Simple as that. Maybe you wanted to create video, then put some copywriting scripts on it. That's equivalent to money as well. Or maybe you're a great blogger, you wanted to do some post, or maybe on a social media post, you could put copywriting, and that's already equivalent to money. Okay, it's like literally putting money on your pocket. But then again, it takes effort and time to practice this skill. Okay, there's no such thing as an overnight success. I am repeating that to you for as many times now, because you might think that you can I would say turn everything into like a winning masterpiece overnight and become wealthy overnight. No, that can't be real. Okay, I'm telling you, you need a couple of days, months to master the skills, and then from there you can take your business into a different level. Okay, simple as that. Now, let's go ahead and discuss the most important part of copywriting, which is the fundamentals. Okay, the fundamentals of copywriting consist of 3: the headlines, the messages, and the call to action. Okay, now, just for an example, I want you to begin searching for, let's say, Cosmopolitan magazine cover. Okay, I want you to observe. Look at the descriptive text written on the magazine itself. Okay, or maybe on my screen, maybe you're seeing Ann Curtis, right? There are well-written headlines to catch the attention of the reader. And how do you think someone will buy their stuff? Okay, I want you to think of this. Cosmopolitan is like providing tons of magazines. There's like a publication thing, right? There's like, I would say, a process of publishing these things, and I would say that they are part of the publication niche, right? And if you're thinking that copywriting cannot make you millions, you're wrong. Okay, look at the Cosmopolitan magazine. They are worth million company, and they're not actually selling the magazine itself. They're selling through their headlines. Okay, those things that you basically can read on their headlines, it's all about headlines. They were able to create an attractive headlines that allow people to take action and buy their stuff. And that's what makes them a millionaire, right? So if you're gonna think of it, why not apply same concept just like what they did? This only proves that headline plays an important role in copywriting. So it answers the fundamental part of the copywriting, the headline. And we still have another fundamental, which is the messages, okay? A reader only needs 7 seconds to decide. Now, if your messages supports the headlines that you've created, therefore, your reader or your listener or your watcher can still be engaged on the messages that you're about to create in the future. Okay, or maybe if you're gonna create a blog, you created a good headline, you support it with a good messages. There's a big chance, 90% chance, that your reader will stay on the post itself until the end. Okay, which basically, okay, will lead to another fundamental, which is the call to action. Okay, so again, the fundamentals of copywriting is headlines, the messages, as well as the call to action. Okay, the call to action is the sole purpose of the copywriting. Okay, because this is where you suggest to the reader, to the watcher, to the listeners, what actions that they need in order for them to get something. Okay, especially let's say you are creating a sales copy. Now, on the part wherein you're providing a solutions, and then at the end of it, you will ask them to, let's say, click the link below, or click the button that says learn more, or download this PDF file to get more details, things like that. That's considered as a call to action. That's the sole purpose of the copywriting, to attract the readers, the watchers, the listeners, and to exactly educate them through your messages, and to let them take action by providing the best call to action thing on what you are trying to offer to them. As simple as that. Again, to summarize things, fundamentals of copywriting consists of 3: headlines, messages, and call to action. Okay? So let's go ahead and provide you another fundamentals of copywriting. Okay? To effectively create a good copywriting content, you must intentionally drop the we and are words in your vocabulary and replace it as you. Okay? You pertains more on describing your potential customers or prospect. Your copywriting should be focused on you and very minimal usage of we and are. And this is where you start creating a benefit-driven content. Okay, so to make it more clear, I'm going to show you an example on the screen, okay? So let's say this one. For the normal content that you can read on the web, normally if you're going to visit the website, this has something to do with the content that they provided. Let's say you're visited a website. They don't use a copywriting skill, okay? Just a plain written English write-up or sentences. Probably you can read like this. We are an established company that can provide best marketing services for a business, okay? Now, look at the word we. They use the word we because they are describing themselves, okay? And if you're going to analyze the sentence itself, it's not a benefit-driven, okay? Now, if you're going to revise that using copywriting, this is exactly how it looks like, okay? This is on my own point of view. If you're a copywriter already and you have your own thought, doing revisions on whatever things that you read, you can apply it as well. But then again, if I am the one who will be asked, how can I revision that normal content into copywriting content by dropping the we and are, this will turn out to be like this. Your business results is our top priority. Let us provide you the best and profitable marketing service. Okay, so if you will understand my messages with copywriting and without the copywriting skill, you probably feel that it's more beneficial on my second statement or on the revision itself, because the statement itself is a benefit driven approach that makes the reader feel that you are someone who is helping them. You're someone who is attracting them, that you have the solution to their problem. As simple as that. That's the purpose of copywriting, okay? Then again, I will repeat it back. It will take like a practice or a lot of practice before you basically familiarize yourself with the fundamentals. The headlines, the messages, the call to action, and then you're gonna replace the we and are with you, the word you. Okay, so that's exactly the fundamentals of the copywriting. You don't need to get confused on that. Okay, as a matter of fact, if you think that I am so fast discussing this lesson, okay, in front of you, you can review the notes every now and then, or you can review the video itself, so you will be able to understand what I'm talking about. Okay, let's proceed now. Let's go ahead and start learning the first ever copywriting formula that you need in order for you to start creating your copywriting scripts or maybe context in your website, in your business. Okay, now, as I've mentioned before, there's like a 20 plus formulas of copywritings that you can use today. Okay, for me, I'm just only using like 3 formulas, but I'm gonna discuss this on the next lesson, so you're probably gonna have like a deeper knowledge to it. But then again, the most used and the most effective startup formula of the copywriting is this one, the one that you are seeing on my screen. The formula is what we call IDA. Okay, it's just like the sales formula that you've watched on the business movie like Boiler, something like that. Okay, IDA stands for attention, interest, desire, and action. Okay, first of all, let me discuss the attention. It is the part of your copywriting where you need to create an attractive headline or title. Okay, so if you're going to use the IDA formula, the IDA stands for attention, and this is all about the headlines of your copywriting or the headlines of your content. So one good example is below. How I paid off 77 in debt in 1 year and in 10 months. So this is a good headline. This is a good, I would say, title, because if you're someone on the financial trouble thing, you're probably gonna get attracted reading this stuff and will help you out get the solutions coming from this post. Okay, so this is how you're gonna create an attention. Now, creating a headline has a formula as well. Okay, but I'm gonna share it on the next lesson so that you will not gonna get confused. There's like a steps on how to create a perfect headline. Okay, there's like a steps on how you're gonna get the attention of your readers or watchers or your listener by simply following those formulas, and I'm gonna teach you how to do that on the upcoming lessons as well. Okay, now after getting the headline done, the next one is the interest. Okay, interest is the part of your message in your copywriting wherein you're gonna talk about problems, you're gonna talk about experiences and questions of your target market. Okay, it's like you're building connection to your reader, to your watcher, to listeners with them by simply means meeting halfway emotionally. Simple as that. It's just like you're speaking with the same experience. Okay, the rule of thumb there is to speak using emotion. Okay, you talk about problems, you can meet halfway through that emotions, right? This will allow you to connect into your market smoothly and break the resistance barrier, especially if you're like a business person, you were trying to offer something to your target market, and most of the time, if you're just only new doing advertising, probably there's like a resistance on it, or there's like a barrier. In order for you to do that, you need to speak with emotions, and that is through storytelling. And that's another formula of the messages itself, or the interest. But then again, that's too deep to discuss the whole thing right now. So I'm probably gonna have separate lessons for that. So just keep on watching my tutorials for you, so you can make it happen and master the copywriting skills at the comfort of your home. Okay. Now, interest messages should be related to your headline and contains clear messaging, just like what I mentioned. Okay. Now, let's go ahead on the next formula, which is what we call desire. Desire is part of your messages as well as where you speak about what do we call solutions. Okay, so if in the interest you speak about the problem, or you create content, you create messages about problems, experiences, stuff like that. In desire, you're creating messages which is all about solutions. Okay, solutions that are something that can be perceived as doable. So meaning to say, you're providing solutions that can be acquired easily or can be learned easily, things like that. Okay, so it's solutions that can definitely fix their weakness or the weakness of your target market. Now, after creating the desire message, you will not go ahead and provide the action. The action is also equivalent to what we call to action. Is the part of your message wherein you will suggest to your target market to take action. You will provide a solution that will give them a peace of mind, but enough to create urgency so they will respond right away. Okay, simple as that. So basically, the copywriting formula, the first ever formula of copywriting is what we call AIDA. Okay, so if you're planning to create a content using a copywriting, you just simply needs to understand AIDA. Okay, AIDA, the attention, the interest, desired, and then the action. So that stands for AIDA. And then followed by the fundamentals of the copywriting, which is you're gonna drop the we and are and replace it to you, and then put some headlines, messages, and a clear call to actions. And if you were able to follow those fundamentals and formulas in copywriting, things will be easy for you. Simple as that. Okay, so I hope that you learned something on these lessons, and I hope that things is all clear to you as well. But again, you can't just simply get the whole idea or grasp the whole informations in one blow. You need to at least review the whole lessons. You need to rewatch the video as well, just to make sure that you understand what the copywriting is all about. But no worries, as the lesson goes deeper, I probably discuss the whole further I would say mastery of this skills, until such time that we will run down on how you're gonna turn these skills into business and create a fortune from it. Okay, so always stay tuned on my video, and again, I'm gonna post like a comment section on this video, so you can manage to completely put your questions here, whatever it is. And by the way, I apologize if there's like some sort of noise at the background. I really don't know why there's always a noise at the background whenever I do some recordings and stuff like that. But then again, if you guys have a questions, please don't hesitate to post it on the comment section below. Okay, see you on my next lesson.